winners and then in losers. And in winners, it was like in losers, you could tell already just from those few sets, he was like 10 times better.
Yeah. So
I also think so far his Ivy has looked like far and away his best character, which I didn't necessarily think was the case pre-COVID.
I think Marty's always been partial to Ivysaur, but yeah, I think definitely like right before COVID, his Squirtle was starting to get better.
Yeah, I really do feel like too leveling up with Squirtle is like the easiest way to level up with PT, just in the sense that I think Squirtle has the most, combo variation, etc.
Yeah, I think he has the highest ceiling out of any of the characters.
Anyway, we're getting started. So far, we've seen Shane do a lot of damage, make a lot of progress here. I don't really know exactly how this matchup goes. I do know that Brawler recovery, no matter what you select, is generally pretty, not great. So I'm going to go ahead and say that a lot of this matchup is probably going to be trying to exploit that Brawler recovery. Now, he is very fast.
It's just the issue of winning that neutral game and trying to get him off stage, though. And that is something that MewTooch looks like he's struggling with right now.
Absolutely. Shane also just knows, kind of what to do to keep you oppressed. Whether or not you're getting hit, you don't necessarily know how to approach his Brawler if you don't have that experience.
If you're not used to somebody changing up their vertical spacing all the time, it's so weird to play this character.
Absolutely, yeah. And he has already wrecked on a ton of damage to this Squirtle. That's the opposite of what usually happens.
Yeah, it looks like Marty's Squirtle's a little bit lost right now.
Good catch there.
But yeah, great up there from the Ivysaur there. But I don't think this is a character they can stay on for very long. Maybe he's making me eat my words.
Well, yeah. I definitely do think it's a volatile choice, though, because Ivysaur is so, not got a great disadvantage, very easy to hit, and Brawler has a lot of stuff in the air that kind of just, from the forward air to the neutral air sets up for a lot of things. That was a good switch. Good time to switch.
Alright. So, Shane will have to seal out the stock soon, because that's one thing where he's pretty good at, is holding on to stock for a long time and taking stock at very low percents.
Yeah. That was really good. That looked like a confirm.
Yeah, I don't think he could have gotten out of that. But yeah, this is once Marty starts doing this, it's really difficult to fight him.
Yeah, and even though Brawler definitely can kill at some pretty absurd percents, Charizard is definitely going to be able to survive some of those absurd things.
Yeah.
I think right now the main things Marty's going to have to watch out for are the up B, which you don't want to be in the air as Charizard a lot anyway.
Yeah.
That forward smash.
I think one major thing about this matchup, I know Pokemon Switch is a pretty good disadvantage tool, and Brawler is one of those characters that relies a lot on that ding dong down throw up B.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know if that actually affects it and makes it not true on some of the characters in PT's roster.
Yeah, that could be interesting. I'm not sure exactly how it stacks up in terms of the air dodge, but it's definitely an extra option in the disadvantage, which helps a lot against a character like Brawler anyway. Especially if it's not necessarily a true thing, but just something that Shane is trying out.
So right now, MewTooch is in a very good position to seal out this game, but can't speak too soon.
Yeah. The staying Squirtle here is a little scary, for sure.
I think he's waiting for the perfect time to switch and exploit that recovery of Ivysaur, but...
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. That jump.
Wow.
Shane just calls it right out, and that kills Squirtle very, very early. Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. This is Flightless signing off. He's got to go coach his friend, Legoshi Fan. No. Leaving me once again by myself here at my local. I'm alone by myself. I don't believe there is a bracket link. I'm gonna see if I can tell you from memory what's going on. I believe it's gonna be Matt against Lannon for 5th, and then this match is for 5th, and then the winners of that for 4th, and then Asdast and Power Up are in winners finals. Oh, okay, you found it. So this is all going to be behind, and it's not going to matter anyway. Awesome. All right, we're going into game 2. Let me go ahead and update this. Shane did win that first game. There we go. All right, yeah. What was so interesting about that is I really did feel like most of the momentum was on Marty's side, but I just think he stayed Squirtle a little too long. Shane called out that jump, and boom, Shane got that game 1. And that's a really interesting part of Shane's Brawler as well, is how good he is at exploiting every single time you put yourself out there, you put yourself up there especially. He's going to kill you incredibly early. Right now, I think Marty is paying a bit more patient, trying to back away a little bit more, using that down tilt a lot, as you can see, just to try to space things out, try to keep the Brawler from getting in too close. and then taking his opportunities where he can get them. Opting to go to that up B on stage, gets him up there. You know, oh, that was a really good trade for Marty. He's running back now. He's, I think definitely he's got the right game plan. I think he's made some really good adjustments in terms of he's playing a lot more patient. He's playing a lot less committal, and he's more so trying to back away from Brawler, wait for Brawler to whiff, and then punish Brawler for whiffing, which is, I think, maybe the best strategy against Brawler, at least from the Brawlers that I've played. Brawler is very much a character who, if you let them, they will come in and mess you up. But if they miss a lot of their moves actually have surprisingly high in lag. Especially that down B. That down B is so much worse than ZSS's, it's actually ridiculous. Anyway, Marty's going to the Zard, just trying to live for a while. Retrobot is going in. I think he's looking for just trying to get him off stage with that shot put. Obviously, he'd love anything that would raw kill, and at this point there are a lot of options, but also, there we go. That looks like it was a pretty good cross up there where the back air probably would have killed anyway, so he forced Marty to air dodge and then killed him with the up B. Still though, this is a really good scenario for MewTooch, especially if he can keep Brawler above him for an extended period of time. That not only leads to a lot of damage, as we saw with those up air strings, but also you can kill very, very early off the top with Ivy. Not only with the up air, but with the Vine Whip as well. I'm really, really liking the way that MewTooch has adapted here and is playing this matchup right now. He's just playing very, very non-committal, staying on the platform and waiting until that down air works. And there's not that much Shane can do about it because he doesn't really have that many options to jump up there and punish with. Yeah, that switch comes out and saves him, just like Flightless was talking about earlier. And he's definitely going to be hunting out any opportunities he can to get that up B, man. Oh, that fair will just take it across stage, yeah. Instant switch back into Ivysaur, trying to rack up that percent, trying to win that neutral a little more. And just keep Brawler in the air and out of range for as long as possible. Playing a little more committal now with those dash attacks, running back in a little more. Switching to Zard at the high percents. Ooh, Shane misses the punish on the Flare Blitz. Now I do believe that Marty's going to be very, very, very conservative about any other Flare Blitz because he kind of got a gift from God living that one. Let's go. Okay. Really, really powerful to get that back air there. Now, of course, that up smash is going to take it. Very powerful Fox-esque up smash. Shane would have you believe that Brawler is the better version of Fox. So, you know, if you're a believer, a me Brawler believer, join the Shane fan club for sure. Yeah, so this is a very similar scenario as the last game. MewTooch definitely has a solid lead, has to be very careful. And I do like that he's doing Ivysaur. He's not sticking to the Squirtle. He's sticking to a character that does not die to as many, random options. And he's just trying to play that long neutral game. Now at this point, I do believe that grabs, back air, up smash out of shield, there's a lot of things that you could be using as Charizard to kill. Hello, welcome as Dazed. We're watching a beautiful match. And the exact same thing. You have to just try not to be over... Oh, good. You have to just try not to ever be over Shane, or he will pull that out. Like, if you're anywhere close to the blast zone, if you're anywhere close to death percent, he knows exactly how to hit you with that thing.
Yeah, no, Shane's Brawler definitely is something.
It's certainly something.
Yeah, you gotta increase the score.
That's true. I do have to increase the score.
I'm just waiting for Retrobot so I can go home. At this point, if I make it to grads, I might just ask someone for a ride home or just walk.
Understandable, yeah. Yeah, this is about what I expected.
Yeah.
We're running up on the midnight hour, folks, and let me tell you...
Well, it is 11:59.
We're running up on that midnight hour. It's not quite tomorrow yet, and let me tell you, folks, midnight is when you see the highest caliber of Smash Play come out, because that's when the werewolves come out.
That's just when I'm hungry.
Oh. And also
that's when
I
play like shit.
Well, everything I've just said has been refuted, so let's get into this game 3.
I should have bought a snack with me. What the fuck was I thinking?
Now, what's been so interesting so far is I do really think that MewTooch has been, for the most part, winning the neutral a good 60% of the time. Jake becoming a KKK member at midnight. God, I hope that's not true. Please do not tell me.
Who the heck is Jake?
I presume Dragon.
Did Dragon even come?
I did.
I thought he signed up.
I think Dragon signed up and didn't show up. Yeah.
Yo, that's the Dragon though. Dragging us all out here to watch him play.
But yeah, it's been really interesting to see. I think MewTooch has definitely been winning the neutral a fair amount of times, but then Shane has just called out every time he's been in disadvantage, and he's really capitalized on those last stock scenarios.
I feel like as someone who's played both MewTooch and Retrobot, I do feel like Retrobot's definitely like a lot harder to deal with, just because I feel like you can get in more easily.
Yeah, I also think that having participated in a lot more online, etc., he's been a lot more active over the past year. So he's definitely got a lot, a lot less rust on the belt. I do definitely expect that Marty is gonna come back stronger from this, especially being on stream where you can review your VODs and know, like, okay, I know where I messed up.
I mean, we know where the killers are. They're just not here today.
Yep. Except for Power Up, apparently, and Asdast. Power Up and Asdast.
Dude, only thing that didn't show up is my stomach. Yo, it's 12:01. Let's go!
Let's go!
We made it to midnight. 3 a.m. Here we come.
Here we come. If it becomes the witching hour and I am still here, I might just stay the night here so I can go to my classes tomorrow. But I won't have any of my textbooks, so it
I
doesn't
swear
matter.
to God, if I go to like game 5 with Power Up and I lose, I honestly might just debate just going home immediately because I just don't want anything.
Absolutely don't blame you, honestly. Like, especially like because this doesn't count for PR or anything.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
not,
tired.
I'm just so tired. I woke up at 7 a.m. today to go to class.
Yeah.
I had 3 classes today, so definitely not fun to deal with. Like maybe next time I have to take a nap when I come back. But the problem is I have to eat something first.
Yeah.
Oh, he went for it.
Ooh, that was a really interesting. Yeah, this has been an interesting game 3 because I do think it started out a lot different. Shane's had a lot more momentum at the start, but MewTooch is definitely keeping it a little competitive.
To get through that
The shot put. Yeah.
That ball is fucking absurd. Just how long it lingers for.
It's a very funny move. I always wondered why the Mii Brawler players don't go for their version of Falcon Punch because it's just better Falcon Punch. But then I realized it's because it would have to replace the shot put.
The shot put is honestly kind of like the weak hit ball just because of how long it's out there for.
Yeah.
I feel like.
All right, that was a really good. Finally taking that stock.
Okay, please close this out, Retrobot. I want to go home.
I'm aiming for a 5 a.m. departure from here.
Dude,
5 a.m.
I'm probably gonna be on stream next. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm sure they're running winners finals.
I'm still really surprised they just didn't run the set on stream and put winners finals up immediately.
Yeah, I guess they wanted to just give time.
Yeah, the only time I need right now is time to go home.
Understandable. I mean, also this is like a historically important matchup. Like I've seen.
It's kind of like Sility versus Retrobot.
Oh yeah.
Except Sility isn't here.
I miss you, Sility. Come back.
I've never met Sility, so I don't know what I'm missing out on.
You're missing out on true, like, determination, wall-to-wall, hard steel smash player motivation. And after this, I'll pull out a statement about Sility.
Honestly, I'd be really interested to see how a free battle between freshmen and sophomores against juniors and seniors would go.
That would actually be really, really hype. I would love that. I would love to run that because I really do think.
Dude, I like
the
more
more
are so fun.
I do love the atmosphere of crew battles. I always choke in them, but they're very fun.
Yeah, like that's why I really like playing in CSL, just because it was like playing with other people.
Yeah. This is a really, really interesting game 3. Again, this is like the opposite of what we've been seeing, where MewTooch is actually down, but he does have the Zard out, and of course, Zard can kill.
So scary. I learned that.
That back air, that tipper back air, might have just killed there, especially if Shane wasn't expecting it, wasn't DIing it properly. Very well could have.
Yeah.
Now this is
looks like Marty's having a hard time. Oh,
that probably kill? No, he's good. He's good.
It just feels like Marty's having a hard time getting down from where he is right now, just because Retrobot's.
That'll do it. Yep, that's a 3-0 coming out from Retrobot.
JP, 3-0 Retrobot. Alrighty, I think I'm probably